When it comes to baby names, poetic darkness isn't a quality most parents are looking for. Nevertheless, the world abounds with deliciously enigmatic and ghostly names, whether they hail from Gothic literature or from the kind of classical mythology that's always fraught with memorable drama. In any case, dark names can be every bit as poetically beautiful as light and angelic ones. And these are the gems that just might be perfect for your little one. Ligeia. Edgar Allan Poe's heroine Ligeia is a brilliant and beautiful woman. Though she succumbs to consumption, her lust for life is so intense that she eventually succeeds in coming back to life with all her beauty and vitality intact. Or at least that's what the story implies. Ligeia was also one of the sirens who tried to lure Odysseus and his men to a seductive death at sea in Homer's The Odyssey, by way, of course, of her mesmerizing voice. Her name translates to clear-voiced and whistling. Fans of cheesy horror movies might enjoy the fact that she's the subject of Roger Corman's fun camp classic The Tomb of Ligeia, in which she takes the form of a sleek black cat who's none too pleased with the fact that her tormented widower has taken it upon himself to acquire another bride. So if you're looking for a beautiful Gothic baby name that also denotes determination and longevity, Ligeia might be for you. Hecate. In mythology, Hecate was a goddess who was associated with witchcraft, magic, doorways, creatures of the night, and the moon itself. However, she was also a guardian of crossroads. Hecate also notably appears in Shakespeare's Macbeth, brimming with ominous tidings, and fans of the Showtime series Penny Dreadful will also be familiar with Hecate Poole, the shape-shifting, witchy seductress who falls in love with Josh Hartnett's Ethan Chandler. With its Shakespearean, mythological, and pop culture associations, Hecate is a sure winner. And you can pretty much rest assured that no other kid in school is going to have the name. So if it's uniqueness you're after, Hecate might just be the perfect moniker for your own adorable little witchy goddess.
Come! We fly!
Nyx. No, it's not just the name of one of the world's most beloved cult cosmetic brands. Nyx is also the goddess of the night. She was an integral part of the dawn of creation itself, being the child of chaos. But interestingly and paradoxically enough, her union with darkness ended up producing light and day. Nyx also has some pretty impressive astronomy associations to her credit. In 2005, NASA discovered a series of small moons dancing around Pluto and named one of them after the goddess. Young readers might also know the name Nyx from the popular Goddess Girls series. In Nyx the Mysterious, the plucky queen of the night enrolls at Mount Olympus Academy, where all sorts of adventures ensue. The name can also be unisex, as in the case of Final Fantasy protagonist Nyx Ulrich. If you were planning on going with a more standard baby name like John or Mary, you might want to nix that idea and go with something epic and mythological instead. Callum. In addition to being the name of actor Kyle MacLachlan's son, this wonderful Scottish baby name, which translates to dove, is starting to become vogue on American shores. Originally, Callum was a Latin name, and it references the good Saint Columba. So, if you consider being haunted by a saint a good thing, then the name would certainly count as haunting in the most benevolent of ways. Just think of it as having a Casper the Friendly Ghost kind of a vibe. Salem. If you're looking for a witchy, evocative, autumnal name that packs a profound punch, Salem is a great choice. Yes, the name evokes images of the Salem witch trials, which were obviously a tragedy of epic proportion. But there's more to it than that. Today, the women who were accused are now considered to be martyrs and symbols of innocence wronged. Nowadays, Salem is mostly associated with Halloween and the excitement of autumn and all the crunching leaves, candy corn, and hay rides that come with it. In other words, it's a name that has historical significance, and that's also a nod to the joys of life in picturesque New England. Pangur. This wonderful Irish baby name comes to us from cats, and particularly from the famous Irish poem Pangur Bán, which was written by a monk about his beloved white feline. But the name is also great for a baby for another reason. The legend of the monk and his cherished cat has been adapted into an acclaimed children's picture book, which is designed for preschool-aged children. Pangur Barn also features in the 2009 children's film The Secret of Kells. And as far as haunting goes, what ghost can be better than the ghost of an angelic white cat?
Come here, little kitty, kitty, kitty.
Freya. The mythological Freya was a revered Norse goddess who presided over love, fertility, battle, and death. She also had a fabulous mode of transportation in the form of a chariot drawn by cats. Fierce as she was also sentimental and was known to weep tears of gold. And as far as death went, her privileges were indeed profound. She decided which fallen soldiers would enter her particular segment of heaven after their heroic deaths. She was also revered for her beauty. The name Freya literally translates to a noble woman, and as the daughter of a sea god, that's certainly fitting and perfect for your little noble warrior. Plus, Norse warriors? Totally hip right now. Thanks for watching. Click the list icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.